welcome to another episode
of audio-based content.
Of audio-based content.
An improv comedy podcast.
An improv content.
An
improv
comedy
podcast.
I am your host, Aaron Zwieffelder.
I'm your host, Aaron Zwieffelder. On this show, friends come over
and do
long-form improv. Scenes with me. On today's episode, I am joined
by Allie Baker. As we present to you a workplace evaluation.
Come on in, Troy. Come on in. We got a lot to talk about. This
What is it? What is it, Cheryl?
Okay, well, as you know, we have to meet a couple times a year to just talk about your job performance and how well you're doing.
Yes.
So before we jump in, I don't want to skip pleasantries. Are you doing good?
In my personal life?
In general? How are you doing?
Not so good.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's not good. I raised crocodiles, and all my crocodiles got a disease and died last week.
Troy, I had no idea that you had crocodiles.
Yeah, I raised them in my backyard. I dug a hole and I filled it with water, and I raised crocodiles in it.
How long did you do this before they died?
Like 2 months.
Oh. Okay.
They all died.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not sure if that's legal.
They ate the neighbor's dog, and then they got sick and they died.
Oh my God. Okay, you know what? Let's
I'm really
dive.
sad about it, and it cost me a lot of money.
I'm sure crocodiles are expensive.
Ugh.
I don't even know how one would go about buying a crocodile.
You talked to someone in Florida.
Okay.
I guess those are alligators. Maybe they lied to me. I don't know. Are there crocodiles in Florida?
I think crocodiles are in Australia.
That's it?
I think so, because of the crocodile hunter. But I don't know.
Maybe they were shipped here.
I run a bank.
The guy was from Florida who sold them to me.
Oh, okay.
But he might have got them from Australia. It's possible.
That is possible, yes. You know what? Let's just dive right in. How about we do that?
Okay.
Right into this performance review.
Yes.
First off, I want to say congrats on being with the company for 2 years.
Yes.
Very impressive.
Yes.
Not a lot of people make it this far. You are excellent at counting money.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
The handling of the money, 5 stars. Absolutely. One of the issues I'm seeing with you, though, is when someone walks into the bank.
Yes.
The teller is the first face they see.
Yes.
The first friendly
Yes.
face of our bank.
Yes.
And you know, the girls up there, they're nice, they're charming, they're warm, they bring in our customers. I don't.
Get to the point, Cheryl.
Oh my gosh, that's the problem, Troy.
What?
You just have these outbursts.
What do you mean?
Troy, you just raised your voice at me. I'm your boss, and this
no,
is
I
a
didn't.
performance route. Yes, you did.
Nope.
Troy,
Yes.
why are you denying yelling at me?
I didn't yell at you.
Troy, we need to work on your people skills.
What if it's the customers that are the problem, not me? Listen, there's that old lady. She comes in every time.
Mm-hmm.
She has all these coins, and they're uncounted.
Mm-hmm.
She wants us to count them.
Which you're so great at. You're great.
And I do it.
Thank you.
And I'm good at it.
Yes, you are great at counting the money.
And then I put them in the tubes,
Yes.
and I throw them at her.
That's
Because why is she bringing it? She should just buy one of those machines. It's ridiculous. People have real business to attend to.
Troy, your job is to assist people in that kind of thing.
I
That's
looked in her account. She has $12 in her checking account. Why do we even let her come in here?
Troy, we can't discriminate against customers because they might not have as much money. I would rather have a couple older ladies with very, very low balances than upset the community. Can you imagine if they were like, our bank turns old ladies away because they're poor? Can you imagine what that would do to the community?
Yeah, all the rich young people would bank here.
I don't think the
There we
rich
go.
young
This
people
is a
are.
cool bank.
I would hope that the rich young
We should
people.
bank here. It's exclusive.
I bank here and I am doing quite well for myself.
Uh-huh.
I'm only 43. And I enjoy banking here.
You're only 43.
Yes, I'm a young rich
Well,
woman.
I lost $20.
Excuse me?
I bet Bob how old you are, and I bet that you were 60.
What? Well, what did Bob bet?
He bet that you were 50.
Okay. When you leave, if you could ask Bob to come in here next. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself.
What?
You just said that I looked older than I am.
Uh-huh.
That hurts
Why?
because I'm a youthful, independent woman who is living her best life.
Okay.
And you come in here and say I look 60.
Uh-huh.
I'm 43.
Right.
40 is the new 30.
40 is the new 30?
Yeah.
Well, I'm 30, so what does that make me?
20. I don't know. 30 doesn't have to be the new anything because you're young.
Uh-huh.
And you bank with us, right?
No.
You don't bank.
No.
Troy, that's a little upsetting.
I would never bank here.
That makes me concerned about your loyalty to our bank.
I'm not loyal to this bank at all. Not in the least.
Troy, you are in a position where we trust you with people's
Yeah.
money,
Yeah?
people's safety
So?
deposit boxes. I would hope that you had some kind of loyalty to this bank and that you would want to just sell our brand and represent us to the best of your ability.
I do my job. I do what you pay me to come in and do. That's what I do.
Yes, but you count the money.
Yes.
But
And I interact with our putrid customer base.
well, that's the problem. You're saying putrid when those are the people.
They're disgusting.
It's those people that are the reason why you're paid.
Those people are the reason why I keep a bottle of Febreze next to me, and every time someone approaches my counter, I spray them.
Now, Troy, that's very insensitive. A lot of people have sensitivities to odors, to perfumes.
I have sensitivities to odors. I have sensitivities to body odors, to garbage odors, to ethnic food odors, to oily skin odors.
Okay, Troy, I have to stop you there. I brought you in, and I was going to say that you had shown a big improvement since the last review.
Thank you. I agree.
But right now, I'm not seeing those improvements.
And I thought I couldn't improve because I thought, how do you improve the best person in the office? Like, I knew day one. I looked around and I was like, idiots. I'm the best person here.
Troy, if you remember correctly, during your last performance review,
Right.
we had the issue you wouldn't give certain children the lollipops.
No.
And because they were, and I quote, stinky fat asses.
Well, some kids don't need the sugar. Okay?
They're
Have you been
kids.
paying attention to the world around you? Some of these kids are gross and fat.
No, they're children.
And they need to lay off the suckers. Okay? I'm doing them a favor.
See, if we give children the suckers, then they ask their mom, Mom, can we go to our bank so we can go get some money and some suckers?
I got news for you, Cheryl. Kids don't have money.
Yeah, but the parents do.
Not as much money as young rich people, which come in here and they see these old farts stinking up the joint, and they turn their ass around and go to the fancy bank downtown. The one I bank at.
What draws you to the fancy bank? What makes you want to go to that fancy bank over our bank?
The tellers, all tens. They're all tens. And they wear, the men wear suits. The women wear dresses and heels. Everything's nice. The floor is marble. Their lights aren't fluorescent. They're hung from the ceiling.
Okay.
They have a fountain out front.
That doesn't
They have
sound
a
real.
fountain.
That doesn't sound
They have
real.
a fountain out front.
I don't believe you. Troy, we don't want to wear dresses and suits to work every day. I don't want to wake up early and look like I'm getting ready to go to some fancy dinner party.
You think these young people care about APRs? You think they care about dividends and interest rates? They don't.
Well, I would hope they do.
No, they don't. Not at all.
Why are they banking if they're not? There's no reason to bank if you're not thinking about your financial future.
That's not true. You have to have a checking account to like have a PayPal, Venmo, direct deposit for like your bills and your paycheck.
Yeah, which we offer.
Yeah.
We do offer that.
The bank downtown doesn't even print checkbooks anymore.
Oh, that's a little
They have their
ridiculous.
own they have their own Venmo ID. The whole thing. It's set up with Venmo, and you can use this special. They have this special black card, and it's metal, and you can use it and get discounts at clubs, nightclubs downtown, and drink specials on Wednesday nights.
Well,
That's what it is. It's good. We don't offer stuff like that. You know what you have? You have checks with Winnie the Pooh on them.
Yes. Well, you
What?
can get Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
You can
God.
get Tweety Bird. You can get
Ridiculous.
Bugs Bunny.
It's ridiculous.
You can get the Precious Moments
Ridiculous.
cartoons with John 3:16 written on them.
John, for Stone Cold Steve Austin? That's the only reason I'm John 3:16 on checks with for Stone Cold Steve Austin. And even that, what? Just showing how old you are. It's a dated reference.
Troy, I was referring to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, but I can't talk about him to you because there's HR rules. I'm going to say I love Jesus. I love my Jesus checks. I hope other people will buy the Jesus checks from us, but I'm not forcing the Jesus checks on anyone. I'm not forcing the Jesus checks on anyone.
Oh my God. It's ridiculous. You know, you can get a credit card at the bank downtown that has a picture on it of Ozzy Osbourne biting the head off a bat.
Oh, Lord. That's not real. No one is buying that. That is the...
Yeah, because nobody uses credit cards anymore either.
Everyone uses a credit card. That's how you buy gas. That's how you buy shoes.
That's what you think.
That's what I know.
Nah.
Listen, I may be about 10 years older than you, but I'm still hip to these times.
You're 13 years older than me.
You know what? 3 years here, 3 years there.
You said 3 years here, 3 years there is like 2 iPhone generations here and 2 iPhone generations there. The
Okay.
whole economy changes in that time. Come on.
Okay.
You're being ridiculous.
Troy, I don't appreciate you saying that I'm being ridiculous. When you're here in my office, you're in my guest chair. You're sitting right next to Mr. Fluffy Ducky. And you are...
Right.
I'm sorry?
Right.
Yes. And you're disrespecting me. Right in front of Mr. Fluffy Ducky.
Okay, A, you shouldn't bring your cat to work. B, why'd you name your cat after a bird?
Well, it's funny because cats usually like to eat birds, and birds don't love
Right.
cats. And so I named the cat after a bird as like, it's ironic.
I get. Oh, okay, that is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like maybe if I ever have a child, I'll name them Breast Milk.
Breast milk?
Yeah, it's like baby seat, right?
Well, let's just all hope that you wait a few years before you have any children.
I'm already 30.
Well, I'm
I should
43.
have a chance.
I'm still waiting. I plan on having children.
Yeah, really?
Sure. As soon as I'm done living my rich, single, young woman life, I'll find a man and
Well,
settle down
okay.
and
Alright.
have 2 to 3 kids.
You gotta meet the man first.
Oh, sure. He'll come into my life as soon as the good Lord. thinks I'm ready.
A lot of single men at the bank downtown.
I'm sure there are. In their suits and their marble floors,
Yep.
their organic coffee,
Yep. You better believe it.
their
There's a nightclub in the basement that you can go to.
there's a nightclub in the bank's
Of
basement.
the bank, that's right. And there's loft apartments above.
That doesn't seem very practical.
It is practical.
You know, nightclubs really attract all kinds of shady people, and
Yep.
I don't think I would want shady people anywhere near our bank.
Why not? Why not?
Because shady people tend to rob banks.
Oh my god.
That's all I need is some...
People don't rob banks anymore.
Sure they do.
No, it's all cybercrime.
And if they don't want
That's what it
to...
is. It's cybercrime. That's the thing now. They hack into your account. They probably already hacked into our accounts.
Our
That's
accounts
why-
are unhackable because they haven't been updated since 1998. Genius.
Did you put them online before you made them not updated since 1998? So you're saying they have the security settings that they had in 1998? The ones that were probably broken into in 1999?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Frank, the IT man. He would know more than I would.
Frank?
Yeah,
That
Frank.
guy does IT?
Yeah, he can
Oh
clean
my
and do
God.
IT.
I can't believe that.
Troy,
I assumed that all he did was unclog toilets.
well, you know what they say about assume.
That I'm usually right when
No.
I assume things.
Assume. It makes an ass out of you and me.
Did you just call me an ass in the workplace?
No. I called myself an ass. Let's get back to your performance review. Why don't we?
Okay.
You have been late 14 times
Yeah.
in the past 6 months.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm pretty lenient. I don't get too angry. I understand there's traffic.
Okay.
I would like, you know, a call maybe if you're running 10 minutes late, 30 minutes late, an hour. If you could just,
You want me to call you?
yeah, just give us a call. We'll
I
call
can
the
shoot you a
bank.
text.
Well, I think it would be inappropriate if you had my personal cell number. I can give you my personal cell number.
This bank has a landline still.
It's a business. You can't have
The
cellular
bank
phones.
downtown. I text the bank downtown all the time.
Well, you're probably it's probably like an AIM type situation where you're instant messaging the bank.
I'm texting. Yes, texting them.
Yeah, but it's probably coming through to them like AIM, so they get a message on their computer screen. They don't have bank phones that they're texting people on.
Well, the tellers that work there are always texting on their phones. So who do you think they're texting?
I think it's inappropriate for you to text while you're sitting there waiting for customers to trust you with their hard-earned dollars. You're just looking down.
But sometimes you have to text at work. You
Well, I'm-
absolutely have to.
On your breaks, sure.
No, you need to text right then.
Well, I'm
Because
sure
you got to
it can
get a
wait.
picture of that customer's ugly face to send to your friends.
That's
How it works.
very rude.
That's what you do.
That's very rude. Troy, we can't have you taking photos of our customers and sharing that.
I take a photo of them, and then I take a photo of their balance, and I post it on Reddit. and Instagram.
Troy, that's something I could fire you over right
I
now.
have 30,000 Instagram followers. That's the best marketing campaign you have for this bank. Is me.
Troy, I have put up with a lot of your crud, and you've never crossed the line. You're always rude, you're late. You've never crossed that line where I say, get the heckity heck out of our bank. But let me tell you,
Good. That's good. And that day shouldn't ever come.
Okay, let me finish.
Because you need me.
Troy.
You need me here.
Troy, that is a very serious privacy violation. We're going to have to let you go.
What do you mean?
You can't post someone's face and then their bank account on the internet.
I don't show their name.
But their face.
So?
People could recognize them.
Yeah, people do all the time. In the comments, they just say their name. And their address sometimes.
We can't have this.
Why?
It's a privacy violation. These people could get hurt.
I don't think anyone's gonna get hurt because that one guy already got murdered. I don't think anyone else is gonna get hurt. They caught the guy that did it.
Are you referring to Mr. McKnight?
Yeah.
Are you saying that his murder could have been related to our bank?
It was. It was one of my followers on Instagram. But they're in prison now, so it's like, who cares?
Troy, this is
Water under the
unacceptable.
bridge.
This is an
That's
embarrassment
how it works.
to the entire banking industry.
This bank, yes. You are 100% correct. This bank is an embarrassment to the entire banking industry.
Not our bank, Troy. You.
Me?
Yes.
Oh my god.
You.
Oh my god.
You're so obsessed with yourself. It's like you don't
Ridiculous.
care about the customer service.
Ridiculous.
Troy, I need you to get out of our bank.
What?
I need you to get out of our bank. And I need you to never come back. I'm banning you from this bank.
Oh, good luck. Good luck.
Troy, I don't need luck. I have to just tell the security guard to not let you in here.
That's not what I mean. I mean, good luck staying in business with your chump ass old fogey bank. What are you gonna do when all these people die? Nothing. You think they'll hire you at the bank downtown? You are an 8. At best.
Well, thank you, Troy. Maybe, everyone will die and I can finally...
Oh, I was still thinking you're 60. I'm sorry. For 43, definitely not an 8.
Troy, I need you to leave. I need you to get out of here. I need to...
Thank you for listening to another episode of audio-based content.
You can see my guest,
You can see my guest,
Allie Baker,
Allie Baker,
August 29th
Alice 29th,
in the improv show,
in the Impom Show,
Riley.
Wiley.
You can see me
You can see me
in the Third Coast Lab,
in the Third Coast Lab,
September 19th.
September 19th.
We're doing another live recording
We're doing another live recording
of audio-based content
of audio-based content
with special guests
with special thanks
Allie Baker,
Allie Baker,
Charlie Allen,
Charlie Allen,
and Mike Garvin.
Mike Garvin.
All of these shows
All of these shows,
are at Third Coast Comedy Club
Third Close Comedy Club
in Nashville, Tennessee.
in Nashville, Tennessee.
You can see my art
You can see my art
at
at
AARON
ON
dash
dash
ZVI
ZVI
dash
dash
FEL
EL
DER
DER
.com.
.com.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Please subscribe,
Please subscribe,
rate,
rate,
and review.
review.